Hey guys, Vince from SUB-CLE here. It's been a while since we've done one of these. The whole pandemic thing hit. I was affected, so I'm not if you know me, I'm a bartender. I decided to go back to school just because I'm curious about science. And I figured, why not learn it before I die? So that's been keeping me busy, taking all the math and the chemistry and the bio and all that stuff. It's daunting, but it's definitely rewarding, man. I love it. It makes the understanding of the world just a little bit better. But yeah, we haven't done one. So now the semester ended, so I was focusing on that. But it was also difficult to get everyone together, just because everyone wanted to do the social distancing thing. It seems like things are loosening up a little bit now. So we got together, and it was nice catching up with the guys. We had about 3-hour discussion that nobody will ever see because I forgot to hit record. But we did it again. It was a little bit more concise. We talked about all the same things. Jay and Steve joined me, and they ended up getting a Peking Duck. So this is going to be the Peking Duck episode. If you know anything about this, we like to eat some local food. And that's another thing, like a lot of the whole idea of the show is to talk about local things in Cleveland, just subculture CLE, Cleveland, so everything that we wanted to talk about is shut down, so it's but it doesn't mean it's not happening. There's I've seen a lot of the people in the service industry are musicians and artists, so now they have a lot of time to create. So I expect to see a lot of artwork and a lot of music coming out, and I know there are quite a few people working on stuff like that. So hopefully we can get maybe some of those people involved, talk about that, for future episodes. We're gonna do a little bit more of these, hopefully, But yeah, it was nice catching up, at least for 3 hours, that nobody's going to see that conversation. But nobody sees most of my conversations anyway. And it was good to see somebody different. I've seen basically my roommate and a handful of people. You keep your circles small, And it was nice to see somebody different. But yeah, so... Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. I was a little sauced up because before we did the 3 hours, I actually did a Zoom happy hour that I do every week with some friends. That's what you do nowadays, So I had some bourbon, during the happy hour, and then I may have continued for the 3 hours while we were talking, and then that could have had something to do with me forgetting to hit record. So I don't know. But that is a shame. But we ended up getting it together. We got something going, and I just keep in mind I'm a little sauced up for this one. But hey, SUB-CLE, we're no stranger. We drink local beer. I actually had a couple White Rajas by Brew Kettle when we recorded this. So yeah, that's It was a good time. It was really good to catch up with these guys, and I hope we can do this more often. It really is fun. If even if we don't get a lot of views, it's therapeutic. It's nice to express something in some way, right? Whether it be artistically, expressively through conversation. But yeah, here is the Peking Duck episode of SUB-CLE. I hope you guys enjoy.
So we're recording?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Hello, Cleveland, and anybody else watching this.
Yeah.
This is SUB-CLE. I'm Jay.
Steve.
Hey, host.
That's Steve.
Yeah.
Sorry. And, I'll tell you what. I'm here, too. Got to figure out how to get me here.
There you go.
There we go.
Woo!
All right. This is SUB-CLE. Thank you, Jay. And we are going through this whole pandemic thing right now. So, obviously Cleveland, which we like to focus on, is doing that whole, going through that, as well as the rest of the world. It's, it's easy to think, oh, it's just local, but no, it's the whole entire world, going through this. And we talked about all this at length for about 3 hours, and the recording didn't come through, and so we're doing it again.
Yeah. So having interface issues.
Yeah. A little bit. So, but hopefully that's all cleared up now.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to ask you guys, like we talked at length, about the local businesses opening up now.
Oh, by the way, speaking of local businesses.
Oh, here you go. Oh, what am I putting? What
$20, come on.
Oh yeah. So this is the thing. So since since I did this, and time's money, man.
Time's tough, bro. Right?
Time's rough. So Jay's gotta he could be making money right now. So I was like, dude, this is gonna be $40 now, but and it's all his. I got this $20 for you to take.
Capitalism, baby. Winning. Yeah. And if you guys think I'm giving this back, you clearly have never met me.
No, I don't expect it back. So if anyone out there thinks, I just gave up $40
for you, the people.
Yeah, because all right, so people better watch this. Not because I don't even want to make any money. I just
well, clearly.
I mean, first of all, you got me on the show. I you don't know what the hell you're doing, sir. But hey, yeah. You know what?
But I'll tell you what. So they brought over some Peking duck, which we felt it. I mean, I don't know. It was like what, $50 for for like one breast of a duck, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
it was crazy.
It had all the accoutrement. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it was tasty. The fried rice was done right.
It was banging, yeah.
Dude, it was done right, man.
Yeah,
I thought.
what was the name of that place again? Oh, gosh.
What was it? Han?
Yeah.
Over in Asian Town.
Payne Avenue. Yeah. What is it? Han Chinese.
Yeah. Barbecue.
Yeah. Something like that.
I like Wonton Gourmet over there.
Wonton Gourmet was closed at the time. Yeah. Otherwise, we
don't know that they're going to reopen.
Yeah. Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Dude, that place was solid.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that was one of my favorite places over there, actually.
I mean, there's a lot of like, sort of Asian-centric businesses are going to have a hard time.
So you think it's like, it seems like you're going to cry right now, but I don't know.
I'm sad about it.
But I mean, because
I'm a fat kid and I really like all sorts of Pan-Asian cuisine. I mean, I like all sorts of cuisine. It's a general statement. I mean, look at me, for Christ's sakes.
But do you think there's some racism that's going along with it? Because, dude, there's a lot of Chinese and other Asian. I think it's only Chinese, honestly, because now I'm thinking about it, because I've had Thai, I've had, Vietnamese, I've had all these. Well, Minan, I don't think that's open, is it?
No, I don't know, I'm not sure. But I mean, that's why, I was very clear, it's sort of Pan-Asian, because what's great about racism is racism is based almost entirely on a lack of knowledge. So, a racist isn't going to bother to find out if, you're from Thailand or Vietnam or if you're Laotian or Japanese.
Right.
It doesn't matter,
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, that's just how that works. So, I don't know. But the duck was good. I kind of expected more duck for the money. But maybe definitely. That's what it is. I don't know. They gave us this.
I don't know. Why don't we spin again?
Yeah.
And see what happens.
I think we're gonna go down to. I think next time we do a podcast, I'm gonna go down the park to shop, and just buy a fucking Peking duck.
Yeah, there
we'll
you
try
go.
That. You know what I mean?
So what? See, I don't know. I cook a lot. You guys know. Well, I made some chicken wings tonight.
He did. Those were delicious.
They went hard.
The sauce was made from vegetables he grew.
You're right.
Peppers
in his own garden.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I
grew
those peppers. Yeah.
So there was like a lot of lead in them, but it was still delicious.
Lot of lead.
I don't think there was a lot of lead.
No, they were unleaded vegetables. Come on, man.
Heavy metals. Really? Where is this again? Where are we?
What? Maple Heights.
We're in Maple Heights.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of lead. Anyway, yeah. He doesn't want to pay for abatement though, because that shit's expensive. So here's where we are.
Wow, dude.
And I feel that. Hey, listen, he doesn't have any kids. Fuck that. That ain't gonna hurt you. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Just a cereal bowl full of lead chips and Jack Daniels.
Yeah, the Jack Daniels. It counteracts the effects of the lead
paint chips and the alcohol deadens the lead.
But seriously, where the fuck were all these kids who eat paint chips? You know what I mean? Like, I never did that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I know. You would almost have to already have a predisposition to eat paint chips.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I mean, listen, man. Listen, I'm not here to judge anybody's parenting style.
Right.
Because as you know, I don't have kids. I don't fucking want kids. I don't even like kids.
Right.
He doesn't like kids, folks.
So
Jay shame. I don't like kids.
I mean, except the ones related to me that I'm required to by law to love. My niece and my nephews. I love them so. The thump. Thump.
And I can't even. I do obviously love my nieces and nephew, but I mean, I do enjoy children. I mean, not in a weird way.
Just the fact that you had to put that in there.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I do enjoy children, but not in a weird way.
I'll tell you what, I did cut away to Jay. Okay. I did cut away to Jay and saw the look. Everyone saw his reaction.
Okay, real quick, I just want you people to know I'm here for the money. All right? I'm not associated with the guy with the CLE crossbone shirt. I don't even know his name. Honestly, like I wandered in. I was walking by. It's tough times, man.
Yeah, he was walking by.
He's like, hey, you.
11:30 in Maple Heights. Just
and he was
happened to be walking down the street.
And he's like, hey, you want to make $40? I was like, I don't have to do anything sexual, do I? And he said, maybe. And I said, okay. And here I am.
Uncle Touchy's naked puzzle basement. You won't wear a shirt and you'll cry.
Oh my God.
I love that. That's a shout out to Patton Oswalt.
Patton Oswalt's a fucking
He's
American
awesome.
fucking treasure.
Yeah. All right, let's reel this. I was doing this the last 3 hours. I was reeling this shit back in.
Clearly how this works, sir.
No, but the community,
the community,
right? I'm not even going to say the economy. I'm going to say the community.
Well,
yeah. You know what I mean? No, nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying community. They're all saying economy. Like, it's not about money. It's about people. The community is people, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, I know a lot of people in the service industry. Gosh, I mean, dude, it's like, these people, obviously a lot of people in the service industry weren't claiming tips and whatever. And so they're not getting the unemployment, which is, sure. Why would you get the benefit if you don't pay into it? Whatever. I get that. But also, I mean, these are people like, dude, I could have been there. I was working at a place that wasn't claiming tips or whatever, but I was loving the fact that I was getting the money. You know what I mean? But that's also like, you can't let people in your community just like suffer. You know what I mean? Like, So it's like a double, it's like a double-sided thing. It's like, if we're the greatest nation in the world, there should not be anyone struggling.
Well, I mean, that's propaganda.
What do you mean?
That's propaganda. That's jingoistic nonsense.
What, the greatest nation part, or?
I mean, listen, I'm
This
an
is the
American.
greatest nation on God's
I'm an
green
American.
earth.
I'm an American because I struggled super hard.
There was
born
definitely
here.
air quotes in the greatest nation. I mean,
I'm just saying. Like, I struggled really hard to be born here, and I'm like a special kind of lazy. Like, I mean, sure, I could bullshit and be like, I'm moving to Canada, but there's like a whole lake in the way, and
Well, no, I mean, this is your home. Like, anyone that says, well, you can move out, it's like, what the fuck?
If you don't like it, you can get the fuck out. If you don't like it here, get the fuck out. Because, it's easy to get the fuck out, right?
Right.
Like, you just need a passport.
it's built to keep me here. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, here's a secret, dum-dum. Unless you are like super wealthy or super useful, nobody else wants us.
Yeah.
But honestly, though, like, if I were to go to another country, I would probably bitch about that country's government. Not the country, but their country's government just the same. You know what I mean? Because, dude, no, you got to hold their feet to the fire, dude. Whenever you have, what is right wing? It's the people that agree with the ruling power. That's what, you know what I mean? And it's like, dude, no, you should always
So basically what you're saying is...
You should always be holding their feet to the fire, even if you totally agree with them.
Very Jeffersonian of you.
Well, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah,
that guy
yeah.
also owned people, and
Well,
yeah.
but he apparently he treated them a little better than. Wait.
He was the better kind of people owner?
Oh, yeah. He was a benevolent, fucking racist.
That's great.
Benevolent racist.
Yeah. So wait. Yeah, because he was in love.
Racist to out of the kindness of his heart.
He was in love with Sally Hemings because, as you know, people who are in bondage, have all sorts of decision-making abilities. Yeah.
No,
America.
Yeah. I mean, so we get the idea.
Yeah, and I'm kidding around. No, Jefferson had some great ideas.
The only thing that really bothers me about all this stuff is that we're expected to be held to all these rules and standards and shit. But these rich motherfuckers can do whatever they want and get handouts.
So let's go into the rich thing, because I've had some friends that, they defend this whole, hey, you're not going to take my money to support somebody else that's lazy or whatever. That's the idea, right?
Yeah,
you know what
of
I mean?
course. But
the thing is, it's not their money. These people that, because money is power, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they don't have power. They just have a little bit of money that makes them feel comfortable. And these people that actually have power recruit them to think, hey, they're coming for your money. Where the people in the power are going, well, we're going to let the poor people get their money because we need to sell stuff. So the poor people need money. So we need to take it from somebody, but it's definitely not going to be us. So it's going to be these people that think they're rich.
Sure.
Like these people that make $150,000, $200,000 a year. They think they're rich.
You ain't rich,
but they're
Jack.
not.
Yeah. But I just hate the fact that if we do it, we go to jail.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
But they can get away with it.
And I mean, listen. And I mean, let's not pretend that, like the poor sick people in this country that get our assistance, are like living high on the hog.
No, they're not.
You know what I mean? Also, if you're one of those people who's gonna, comment about, one time I saw this guy's his shopping cart was full of steaks and shrimp, and he paid with food stamps.
Right.
How about fuck you? Mind your own fucking business.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
When it's you, it's all right. When it's you, I got my rights. When it's somebody else, maybe someone a little browner than you,
Right.
you got a problem.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
and since when do we fucking give a fuck about what protein you eat anyway?
Right.
No, really. It's
Well,
just, it's what? Because it's seafood?
You don't
Because a certain kind of person likes seafood? Is that's some racist ass shit right there.
I mean,
he means
or
the non-allergic kind. I'm allergic, so I don't know.
well, but I mean, you think about like I just remember hearing the stories about, because my great grandmother was in the Great Depression, you know what I mean? And
you mean when we really had to put up with bad shit?
Yeah.
so they would get like scraps from the meat market, and it was always chicken wings, ribs, stuff like that. It's things that poor people made taste good.
Delicious.
You know what I mean? And it's
Some of the best stuff came from poverty.
Well,
all the poor food is good.
It's awesome.
Like even like European foods, that's like pork chop, schnitzel, like fucking,
Yum, yum, yum.
stuffed cabbage, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Pierogi. That's all like peasant food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, so that's good stuff. But so
born out
it's
of
like, what
necessity.
is it worth? Right? What is it worth? And I mean, that shit used to be scraps, like chicken wings, ribs, stuff like that. It used to be scraps. It used to be free. Now it's like people want it because it tastes good.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So now it's like super expensive.
Right.
For
right.
like short ribs.
But
and
for
stuff
like
that.
minimal meat.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, didn't they used to feed lobsters to like prisoners?
Yes,
yeah.
and
I mean, you're
Maine.
paying for a lot of bone.
I mean,
really.
yeah. And I mean, to be fair, those prisoners were like in Massachusetts, Maine.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like, it
But
wasn't like they were like importing lobster, like.
no,
wasn't
because it was abundant and
Yeah, and
cheap at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so they would complain about eating lobster.
I don't
and
want
now-
to eat these sea roaches.
And now we, it's a premium.
And by the way, there's still sea roaches, just so we're clear.
Yeah.
They're giant, disgusting water insects. Fuck you.
You're talking about like lobsters.
lobster,
crabs,
like crabs,
all that garbage. Yeah.
You don't like that?
langoustines.
I'm allergic, bro. So
Oh, are you? Yeah.
But I think
I used to cook that shit. I used to cook that shit all the time, and I just don't. It's not. I don't like it. I
Now-
don't know.
It
Like
doesn't move me.
So I wouldn't cook it. It's a pain in the ass.
Lobster
Yeah.
is a fine way to eat a lot of butter.
yeah,
I mean, just bypass
Yeah.
the lobster. Just fucking eat a stick of butter.
Yeah.
It
No,
tastes the
and
same.
it really should be, it's a coastal food.
yeah.
If you're on the coast, it's cheap, and it should be,
Still is, yeah.
but, when you're inland, maybe just eat some walleye or
Yeah.
perch or something.
No, bro,
Yeah.
it's fucking lobster fest. Woo, lobster fest. I'm gonna eat me three motherfucking lobsters. Bro, we live in
Stuff my gullet full of the cheddar biscuits.
Cheddar Bay biscuits are delicious. They're delicious. They really are. But when I go to Red Lobster, I get the chicken because
Yeah.
I can't eat anything else there.
Yeah, right. No, well, I'll tell you what.
It's good chicken.
If I do go to Red Lobster, which is the last time I think I went with Prokop's birthday or something like that. And
It's his sister's birthday, bro.
oh yeah, okay, yeah. And I was like, well, and everyone loved those biscuits. Biscuits are biscuits, and whatever.
Yeah.
they're. I guess they're better biscuits than.
Okay, dude, they're
I mean,
Cheddar
it's
Bay
flour
biscuits.
and buttered, bro.
Cheddar Bay biscuits. Listen, bro. Cheddar Bay biscuits is for family. I don't ever want to hear that sacrilege again. I mean, I already know you fucking hate America, but god damn it, you pinko commie scumbag. You leave Cheddar Bay biscuits alone. All they do is make people happy.
So they have cheese in them,
Yeah, they got cheese
That's
Cheddar
cool.
Bay biscuits.
and bay seasoning.
They're made in Narnia, okay? By Aslan the Lion for Americans who love America.
Yeah, served up on in the beloved arms of a centaur.
A patriotic American centaur.
No.
Name Ralph the Centaur.
Well, I mean, we're not going to have to worry about too much of that anytime soon. Honestly. No. I mean, dude, but seriously, like, these restaurants are opening up soon, dude. It's like,
oh no,
what are they gonna make? What kind of money are they gonna make?
Not enough. It's a trap, man.
Yeah.
I mean, because the thing about sort of the way we run this economy, and I think it's gonna be a rude awakening for some of my friends who sort of depend on the smaller end of the economy to make their money. Is look, wealth is created from the bottom up. But we don't act that way in this country. We believe that wealth. We are taught that wealth comes from the bottom down. That's not how
you mean
it
the
works.
top down?
Yeah, top down. Yeah, top down economics. That's not how it actually works, though, dude.
No.
You are an economic engine. You're an economic engine. I'm an economic engine. Like, you know what I mean? Like
of course.
The working fucking class is the economic engine.
They'd be nothing without us. They'd be fucking nothing without us.
So now you guys are starting to sound like Marxists because, hey, the people that are working, the laborers making the money, are the people actually making the economy move. So they should deserve most of the benefit, right?
They deserve.
Oh no, not in America. Not in America. You make a business and you get a bunch of fools to work for fucking shitty wages. That's America.
Okay, first of all, that's totally my plan. Fuck you. I'm just listen, buddy. I'm just a pre-billionaire, okay? Like, look, my buddy Trump says just around the corner. I almost got this, guys. MAGA. MAGA.
And I got to tell you, what color do you guys choose, red or blue?
Neither.
I don't know.
Neither. I like turquoise.
Yeah.
Like it brings out my eyes.
You mean there's different colors?
Yeah.
Other than red and blue?
There is.
What?
Gray.
Get out of here.
I mean, look, I love Cardi B, but like Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's been clipping forever.
Oh, I get it. You guys aren't like brainwashed.
What? Who? What?
Wait, you guys aren't brainwashed.
I gotta have a brain to wash it first, sir.
Yeah, I know, exactly. My brain is like petrified and kept alive by milligrams of lithium.
And listen, my brain is where I store 80s sitcom theme songs, okay? Like, I don't have room for like politics. I'm sorry.
Right. No, yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It's seriously,
no, it's
like,
not that I don't care about politics.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that politics have ceased to care about us for like decades.
Well, it's been
I mean,
a long time.
there's really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick and tired of of having to, compensate for.
And, I hate to sound, I hate that, everyone like labels something, it's like, so if I say I like Bernie Sanders, I'm a bro or something.
Oh, a Bernie bro
right,
or whatever.
And it's like ridiculous because he's the only guy. And I definitely have my doubts about that motherfucker now. But I mean.
Wait, you have your doubts about a lifelong politician who's made all his
money in
politics?
That crazy?
Yeah, I know.
That's weird.
But, and that's exactly my point. Like, yeah, would I have voted for him? Sure. But will I defend the guy? No. I won't ever defend any politician, ever. You know what I mean? Well, dude, all you know is what they want you to know. That's all you know.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? So ultimately, but do I like what he says? Sure. I like what he says. Yeah. Am I going to play the fucking stupid game and go, hey, I'll pick this color and this whatever and this button? You know what I mean? It's so fucking stupid.
Well, it's only stupid because we have just two parties.
I mean, sure, but I mean,
I think it's wild that in a country of so many different types of people from different backgrounds and everything, and we only have two fucking parties.
Yes, but neither of those parties is the official white nationalist party. Neither of those parties is the fascist party. Like, I feel like those
Well,
terms,
I mean,
listen,
dude, I would argue.
That's not where I'm going with this.
those terms are
That's
really
not
loosely thrown around in this country.
that's not where I'm going with this. Though.
Yeah, but I would
Like
argue.
where I'm going is like, are you kidding me? How can only two parties like represent?
Oh no, sure.
No, I
like
agree.
so many different people from so many different cultures and backgrounds, and
I agree.
like
And-
I find it like kind of ridiculous.
So I was actually thinking about this recently, and I was like, man, what is a fascist regime? Well, a fascist regime is somebody that is totally right wing, like on board with the government. Whatever the government says, they follow. That's fascism, for sure. I mean, look it up, dude. Look up the definition of fascism. That's what it is. And it's like whenever you 100% agree with whoever's in power, I don't think that is completely correct. Okay.
Let me know. When
Okay.
You're ready, sir.
Go ahead. You tell me.
This is according to the Wikipedia.
Ooh, Wikipedia.
Yeah, you know you're gonna get shit for that.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I could do use Merriam-Webster's dictionary if you prefer. Here, Merriam-Webster.
Okay.
Okay. Since 1828, kids. Anyway,
Yes.
Fascism, noun. Often, come on, fucking phone. Of course. it's
Yeah,
gonna die.
noun. As soon as you said noun.
Fucking bitch-ass phone. Fuck you. All right. Often capitalized, a political philosophy, movement, or regime, such as that of the Fischetti, that exalts a nation and often race above the individual, and that stands for a centralized, autocratic government headed by a dictatorial leader, severe economic and social regimentation, and forcible suppression of opposition. 2. A tendency toward or actual exercise of strong, autocratic, or dictatorial control. Early instances of army fascism or brutality, J.W. Aldridge. Yeah.
So it's
Also, it's derived from the Italian.
Yes.
Who knew? Huh.
Yeah.
Weird.
what are you trying to say?
So the Italians invented fascism. Hey, do you know that? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I knew that.
I did not know
What is
that.
that like a
Yeah, Mussolini, yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't know. I don't know a lot of things.
But here's one thing I know is that a lot of these fascist dudes would be nothing without the billionaires backing them.
Oh, billionaires back all sorts of scumbags.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
dude, Walt Disney sucked fucking
Exactly.
Adolf Hitler's dick. I mean, what?
Yeah.
So
Just all cupped his balls. It's
Yeah.
great. The House of Mouse is really working it.
you do that well. You do that well.
House of Mouse.
I learned it from watching you, Daddy.
So
But yeah, you're right though. Like most of these fascists cater to the people that live upstairs.
So I mean,
And they appeal to.
so what I see as a fascist,
Mhm.
and from what I know, I mean, it's definitely somebody that agrees with the ruling power,
Sure.
and they feel as though that is the way to go, and that's the only way to go, and there's no other way.
Well, you know, it's funny.
I mean, and please,
You know,
somebody tell me.
We use terms like
Feel
far
free.
right and far left, right?
Right.
The thing is, the political spectrum is really sort of a circle. And if you go far enough left or far enough right, you end up in the same fucking place.
Right.
And that place is shitty.
Right.
Yeah, and that's where we're going, folks.
And that's why, dude, I am so like, yeah, dude, I can equally piss off the blue and the red team easily.
Yeah.
It's easy just
Yeah.
because I just say something that is normal.
Oh, yeah. You stupid bastard. Never let them know you're thinking, Jack. Never let them know you're thinking.
No.
And dude, I thought because, for a long time I was getting shit from the right, man. I was like, these Republican Trump supporter guys are just laying on me like hard, dude. And I'm like, what the dude? I could say, I think I posted something one time and I said, I didn't care if Bill Clinton got a blowjob, and I don't care if Trump cheated on his wife.
I don't care.
I really don't care.
Don't give a shit.
So who cares? I don't know. People might care, whatever, but I don't. And I seriously didn't care. I'll tell you what, man. People personally attacked me.
That is a shopping cart watcher.
Like,
right there is a shopping cart watcher.
Dude,
talking about shopping cart watchers?
People personally attacked me, and they're like, I know you had sex with a married woman, this and that. It's like friends of mine. I'm like, well, that was like 15 years ago. You know what I mean?
You're fucking trash, dude. Wow. Good friend you got there.
No, I know. And
Holy
it's like,
shit.
And I'm like, dude, all right. Like, what the fuck? That's like,
I know, but
I know I made a mistake, but like,
but that's
really?
that's my personal favorite.
I mean,
though.
did you make a mistake?
That's my personal favorite. Like
Lord.
this one guy, this one fucking guy, we got to defend him because he's right. And everybody else is wrong. The whole fucking world is wrong. The media's wrong. Scientists are wrong. Doctors are wrong.
Well, that's propaganda.
Everybody's wrong.
Dude, that's propaganda.
Except for this one guy. This one guy's right all the fucking time. He's a genius. He's the ultimate negotiator.
The guy who drinks 12 Diet Cokes a day and puts ketchup on his well-done steaks.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. I don't trust that guy.
I don't know. But it's either this guy is right 100%, he's infallible, or he's just a fucking moron.
Right.
Like the Morales, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well, and dude, and that's what I said. People like on the left, I'm like, dude, he's not a moron. He's not a moron.
No, the guy's completely like dangerous.
Don't get me wrong.
But he's not a moron.
If he just taken his inherent wealth and tied it to, the index, he would be worth more money. So that's crazy.
Oh, he was given a lot of money.
No, he was given a small loan of $1 million.
Oh,
just a small loan of $1 million,
Sure.
guys, and
Sure.
you too
Sure.
can be the president of the United States.
Right.
The easiest way to make $2 million is to have $1 million.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if you realize that. Because here's the thing. Like, every penny over what you absolutely need to live your lifestyle, it can be used to create wealth for you. There's no way around it. You know what I mean? So,
dude.
wealth begets wealth unless you are mightily irresponsible.
Yeah.
I think we can all say, right. A lot of people now are realizing you can live your life without doing a whole lot.
Yeah.
We already do that. I mean, listen, dude, the thing is, we
don't need much.
We sort of surround ourselves, right. I know I do, with sort of the cognoscenti of this country. Most of our friends have traveled. We've traveled. We've been more than one place. Majority of Americans don't even have a passport, dude. This is where you live, son. So we already do. I know guys growing up, in New York, the most exciting city on earth, who lived their whole life within 20 fucking blocks. And they were not very good blocks.
Right.
So, I'm just, whatever, dude. They want us here. You know what I mean? We already live those lives. What people are bitching about is that they can't go and get fucked up at the bar so they can forget about those lives. They can't go get a haircut so they can have a self-esteem boost so they can forget about those fucking lives. I get it. Is it responsible? No, it's not fucking responsible. But I get it. You know what I mean? Right now, a lot of people are sort of advocating this denial of the societal compact that got us out of the fucking caves.
Right.
You know what I mean? 'Cause if we didn't look out for each other, we wouldn't even be here.
Right.
That's right.
I'm going to burn the ladder I climbed.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Wow,
it's all about kicking that ladder out from yeah. I made it, but fuck you.
I made it, but fuck you. I mean, this is kind of the thing.
Well, that to me is what I see capitalism is. You know? And I'm sorry.
Well, no, that's
I
not
sound like a fucking.
That is not what pure capitalism is.
You know, whatever.
The issue is that our capitalism is constrained. You know what I mean? Like, we should have never bailed out the banks. This is crony capitalism. I think, the one thing me and a lot of the conservatives can agree on, I like capitalism. It's a really good system. We haven't had it in a long time.
No. Yeah, and it needs to be regulated.
We haven't had it in a long time. You know what I mean? Like,
it needs to be regulated in a way that benefits like working class people.
So once you say regulation,
because they wouldn't be where they're at without us.
You're gonna
once you say regulation, it implies socialism.
Does it though?
No, that's what it triggers. It triggers people.
I don't
that's a trigger, and it's like, oh, regulation, socialism.
That's not how that works.
No,
you're telling me what to do.
No, you put rules on us. You put fucking rules on us, but you're not expected to follow certain fucking rules to benefit everybody.
That's not
for the good of everybody. Fuck you.
And by the way, we're still, FYI, we're still shooting unarmed black men. While this is going on. Good job, America.
Yeah. But maybe somebody should in pop culture stand up and say something so everyone could hear it.
Yeah, no. Do your fucking job. That'll be the response, because I have to listen to every fucking armchair genius in the fucking world.
Yeah,
because everybody's fucking Joe Rogan now.
Yeah, what really grinds my gears?
Yeah, seriously. Everybody's fucking Peter fucking Griffin now. Half you cocksuckers have podcasts now. I'm watching none of them. Suck it. Oh, and this glass was brought to you by Platform Brewery.
Which is a local
Cleveland brewery.
And that's how you bring it back in, folks.
That's right. That's how you reel them back in.
Thank you for the segue. And Platform Brewery. Is that going to be one of the... I see these things on Facebook. Mm-hmm. What's the first place you're going to go? And a lot of people are like, nowhere.
Yeah, I know.
And that's what I'm like, fuck, that's going to suck.
I'm literally... Listen, look at me. I'm literally going to let you shit-flinging Gibbons, take all the risks for me. I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry at all. Listen, I only got the one ass, and I'm trying to save it, Jack. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Real. I'm going to be real honest with you. Look, man, I'm doing my best, and not just save for me, but save for the society that I have to live in. And I don't walk into a store without a face covering. You know what I mean?
You did? No. See, dude, I'm bad. I have a mask. I don't do it.
Why? Don't you care about other people?
I mean, I try to not breathe a lot.
It's not about you getting sick, but sometimes it might be
other. I try not to breathe a lot.
I try not to breathe a lot.
Oh
I hold my breaths.
Eat a fucking dick, cowboy.
I hold my breath.
I hold my breath for the 11-7 minutes I'm in there.
I'll tell you what. I even didn't want to do this because I don't want. Surely somebody's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" He had people over. And
I'm socially distant. I know you can't tell, but I'm 12 feet away from these guys because J-Shame, America, #hero.
I mean, we are kind of far away from each other.
Shut up.
You know what I mean?
Shut up, you snitch. Don't listen to that guy. That guy's a communist and he hates America.
Yeah.
I got it. I'm gonna use this $40 to buy a MAGA hat, just so you know.
So the
because that's how much they cost.
Oh, Lord.
Oh man,
how much is a MAGA trucker's cap? I
don't know. Why don't you just look it up on your phone?
I would think. I'm going to say $19.99. I mean, come on, it's got to be. It's got to be that.
$20?
Yeah,
$20.
I would think. Come on.
Actually, I mean, with that money, I could buy buy 3 of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? You got that military style.
This hat? No, it's Proper makes them. Yeah. I don't know what it's called. I just like them. You know what I mean? Like,
I even drew the picture with you with that hat on.
well, I like these hats. I've just always liked them.
I like the hat too. Yeah,
I've just always liked them. It's a nice hat.
I look like a cancer victim if I.
That's just
wear
a
a
general statement. I feel like.
Whatever.
If I wear a hat, dude, come on.
No,
Really?
you look fine.
Yeah, you look.
You look fine. You know, listen, you're a handsome fella.
Yeah.
Give yourself a break, guy. All right. You know, if you need somebody to tear you down, let me do it.
Oh,
I know.
good. No.
Yeah, don't leave me without
no,
a look.
I get that
You see
enough.
this? How these communists?
I know he is a communist. He looks like Lenin.
He's always trying to take away the working man's job. That's what these pinkos do.
He looks like Lenin. He does.
I do.
I'm just gonna say it until it sticks.
He does. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
What is it? This?
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
this. It's this. Yes. That's what it is.
If you feel any better,
Yeah.
like I get Castro jokes all the time at work.
I'll
So.
tell you what, though, man. I do
That's all right.
believe.
People don't even know what the fuck I am.
I do believe the
A
working class
majestic beast.
gets exploited. So I guess you could say that's a.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I mean, Marxism was a cure for capitalism. I mean, that's what it was.
Well, except nothing is pure.
Because
is
they
it?
know it didn't work. It always gravitates towards the most powerful, you know?
Cronyism. It all gravitates to cronyism, though.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
that's the human condition. Once we figured out, once the first guy was like, hey, you know what? You know, it starts off with, I own this land that I'm on. This is mine. I don't know how something temporary can own something in the perpetuity, but whatever. I'm not here to have that discussion. That's a philosophical debate. But you know, then eventually somebody's like, hey, you know what? If I can own this place, I could own this fucking person. And really sort of holding on the wealth is about figuring out how to continue to own people. You know, but having them be complicit in that ownership.
So, and that's what I kind of try to, express is it's not money.
No, it's
Nobody, it's money on our level,
Yeah.
like between poor and about $1 million. It's just about money. But after that, it's power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. But there, you know what I mean? There's somewhere in there.
Listen, once I have enough money for my pull list every month and I'm not going to have a heart attack if my car breaks down, I'm solid. Anything over that is just going to create wealth for me.
Right.
And I mean,
Yeah.
you know, that's just how that works.
And we can't
I'm
have
not creating
that.
that wealth. That wealth is there to give me a voice. That wealth is there to give me power.
Right.
You know, that's just how that works. That's how we set up the system. Now, listen, most of the wealth is concentrated in about, what is it? It's a staggering.
It's like a 0.01%.
Oh, it's less
of.
Well, and
it's less than 1%.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like
like
0.0
1% of 1%, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like 15,000
It's
people.
like 8 guys.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
And if you know anything,
like-
if you could like break that down mathematically and show somebody how small of
wouldn't
a
fit on the
percentage
chart.
that is,
yeah, when
I
you do
mean,
that, it
it's
doesn't
like
fit on the chart.
that those people own all the wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chart doesn't make, if the chart was actually drawn to scale, it
Right.
wouldn't fit on the same
Yeah.
piece of paper.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That'll
Yeah.
like, you know, our share would have to be illustrated as so infinitesimal
Right.
as that it wouldn't matter. And I mean, that's fine. You know, like a lot of guys would say that I'm shopping cart watching, and I'm not, dude. You know, oh, what do you care about what that guy? I care because he's a fucking pirate.
Right.
Like, you know, we are ruled by living, breathing dragons. How is that okay?
Right.
Yeah. I'm not an expert on anything.
What the fuck? I
But-
thought you were.
But I just don't like it. What blows my mind is just you can still be fantastically wealthy and still provide people with a quality of life that's actually worth living. You know, where their basic needs are totally met.
I agree. And you can
And you
still
can be
live.
fantastic. You can still be fantastically
Right.
fucking wealthy, and
Oh, you mean
it's like to me, it's just the issue is we just choose to be fucking shitty to everybody, you know, for no fucking reason. There's no fucking reason for it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
there's no reason for people to not have their just basic shit. You know, to me, like, I can't wrap my head around that.
I don't know. You know, and it's an interesting thing because it's a choice. It's a choice being made. Like, okay, for instance, you know, it's real popular to shit on Jeff Bezos,
Sure.
in liberal circles. You know what I mean? Here's the reality. You know, he builds one of those shipping plants, like in your town. All of a sudden, it's the highest paid job there because it's the highest paid job you can get without a high school diploma. All of a sudden, you're making a living wage. You have benefits. I mean, you're busting your fucking ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's not like it's a fucking
But
meat
doesn't
plant.
that make that exclusive though? Like, who else is going to compete with that? And how many other jobs are going to be made from that? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that's a great question. But look, what I'm saying is, like, okay, for instance, Warrensville Heights, actually, North Randall, Ohio,
Sure.
has an Amazon center.
That's like right there.
Yeah, has a fulfillment center. I know, because it's right across the street from, you know, places, you know, whatever. Yeah, dude, I mean, look, when was the last time a guy with a high school diploma, you know, could afford to fucking pay his fucking bills and maybe raise a family? It's been a long time, dude.
Well, I got to say, God, what? Back in the 70s, like, I always catch this shit, but like back in the 70s, I mean, there was inflation was adjusted to, it's like there's like one person earning an income, right? Well, now you have two people earning an income.
Yeah.
You know, so inflation goes up, you know, but why? You know what I mean? That's just greed. It's not like they don't need, the only reason they're inflating the price is because people can pay more now, but you're not. And that's the thing about Marxism is says, no, it is what it's worth. And the people that make it make a legitimate amount of money off of it. Right. You know, but if you say you're going to price fix something, it's socialism, communism, it's anything except capitalism. You know
I don't
what mean?
understand why the workers
You know?
can't own the places where they work.
Some workers do.
Well, and that's what makes this place free, is that there are places that are able to do that, and they do that, and there are those places. But for the most part, I mean, capitalism means, hey, make the most profit you can, right?
Yeah, it's all based on
And it's
scarcity.
No, and it's
is-
like, hey, let's find cheap labor. Well, that's not. All of a sudden, if you're trying to pay less for labor just to maximize your stock portfolio, then you're not looking at the greater good of the community.
Oh, see, now we're talking about.
You know what I mean?
We're sort
But if you're going to talk about like these people that love the country and nationalism and everything, well, the companies that are making the most money that are not paying the taxes are the ones looking for labor outside of the country. And for some reason, they have people tricked into believing that, hey, they're capitalists, whatever, that's it.
Yeah,
but you're not looking for the greater benefit of the country.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you love your country so much, like, don't you want everybody to be successful in this country?
Right.
Like,
No.
no,
Everybody
no.
just wants to fucking shit on everyone below them.
Yeah,
I love the whole bootstrap thing. Well, you know, if you just pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you know that expression, you know, where it had its foundation, it was a joke because you can't pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
it's literally impossible.
Yeah.
Like, look here, this is a bootstrap, and look, as much as I try, I am not being lifted because that is not how fuck. Okay, never mind.
You're making too much sense.
It's not how physics works, guys.
You're thinking too much, man.
Sorry.
You can't do that.
Oh man. No, so we went through the food. I did the chicken wings.
Yeah, those were nice, man.
So yeah.
What kind of peppers were those you grew that turned into that sauce? That was lovely.
So I made a hot sauce. God, last harvest year, whatever.
Harvest year.
And it's been in the vinegar. It's been aging actually, so it's probably even better now, right?
It's in the vinegar. It's delicious. It is fully bloomed.
So I made a hot sauce. I got some chicken wings from Whole Foods. I ordered them, had them delivered to my door because that's what you do now.
Yeah.
You
do that
if only we could have done that sooner. I think like if that would have been like available to everybody, to where they could get their groceries like delivered.
Well, and that's the thing though. I think
then people wouldn't have been able to buy I don't know, like $1,500 worth of toilet paper. So because there would have been regulations.
I mean, to be
like
fair,
you can't do
you
that.
goddamn commie.
Well, the fucked up thing is though, like I hear about this. We've never been out of toilet paper. We've never been out of paper towels, and we've never like bought a bunch. It's not like Steve, we're gonna fill up the truck, and brother, I'm gonna need you to run interference because I'm gonna run out with 72. No, I mean, I guess it depends on where you live or what your shopping habits are.
I know.
Because I get up early enough to get the shit I need. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And this all could have been solved with a bidet.
So, have you guys been into my bathroom?
You have a bidet now?
I do.
He's got a bidet.
Oh, I'm gonna go take a shit. Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna take a shit in your bathroom.
So I actually haven't used the bidet because I hooked it up. And I know that it's only cold water going into that thing.
Your life.
Dude, it's gonna wake you up like you never.
Listen, it's like a cup.
That's what America needs, a wake-up call.
It's like a cup
of bidet. Something that is clearly not American to wake them up.
It's like a cup of coffee for your asshole.
Yes.
Which, actually, a cup of coffee is like a cup of coffee for your asshole. I mean, if you just
like a cup of coffee. If you drank a cup of coffee with your asshole, this is what it would be like. Woo!
Oh, my Lord.
Are you zestfully clean?
But no, these people that went out and did the whole, did they feel ridiculous? I hope they felt ridiculous after 2 weeks when they went back into the store and go, oh my God, there's toilet paper.
Who knew?
I'm like, I go into the store. I'm like, oh, look at there's toilet paper.
You know what kills me about all this?
I hope they feel like an idiot.
I hope they tried to return that shit and got totally turned away.
Yeah, they were told to go fuck themselves.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Go fuck yourself.
I mean, purely anecdotal, but I saw some things.
No, but no, seriously, dude. I mean, I don't know. I didn't go hoard. Well, my roommate goes and buys the toilet paper anyway, but I go into stores and he's.
I mean,
that's a whole story alone.
I mean, I hoarded the lube, but I mean, come on.
Bought $75, a very specific monetary amount of lube.
That's right. Swiss Navy.
Yes.
But I mean, I don't know, dude. I think everybody kind of I don't know. I think this whole thing is wigged out, though. Seriously. I'm fairly certain I had the COVID in January.
Oh, why don't you wait for an antibody test before you start saying that on the podcast?
No, but I'm fairly certain because it was a cold unlike any cold I've ever had. and it was like, probably late January, because I requested vacation, dude.
Roma has any
And I was gonna go away, and I was like, no. I spent my whole vacation that I requested off.
I remember. It was funny.
Yeah, in my bed.
It was hilarious. And then I got sick. Yeah.
No, and dude, it was I wouldn't say it was a flu,
Fucking typhoid Vinny.
but it was definitely like a bad cold.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean?
I had the flu one time, and
No.
it fucking wrecked me.
And dude, I don't get sick that often, dude. I really don't.
I am like so grateful for my immune system. Like I don't get sick.
That's because he was actually a
Very,
sex robot.
very, very often.
Mhm.
Knock on wood. I know that's like, I don't know. Something. Anyway,
It's particle board, but it's fine.
particle board.
Kind of wood.
There's
But anyway,
like wood in there.
I've been very fortunate to not get sick, and
Yeah, well, my
Like-
immune system has always been a garbage fire.
yeah, it
Um,
has. Jesus Christ, you got sick a couple times.
Yeah, so, who fuck knows? I don't know, dude. Hey, listen, I'm happy to be alive.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like to continue to be alive.
Yeah,
So, wear your fucking mask, assholes.
yeah,
All right, so you've convinced me. I'm gonna wear the mask.
yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna do
If
it.
not
I'm gonna
for
do it.
you,
Yeah.
if not for you, do it for
Me!
other
Fucking me!
people.
So no, I get it. And it's
But
I mean-
I'm not screaming at you. I'm just gently
no, but I
urging you to, wear a
I'm
mask.
I'm nudging you
Yeah.
with my nudginess.
I get it. It's the it's like when I went for like a checkup,
Yeah.
and they were like, when was the last time you had a tetanus shot? And I was like, I don't even remember. And they're like, we're gonna give you one. I was like, well, I don't know that
What
I really.
about my freedom?
I was like, I don't know that I need one. And she's like, no, you need one. Bam. Didn't even.
Yeah.
It was. I didn't have a
like it.
choice.
I like it.
I didn't even have a choice.
I love that.
I love that.
I love that.
Yeah, this guy was in the military. That's just how it works.
Yeah, I know. Like they actually walk you. They walk you down like an aisle of like. And there's physicians, not physicians, but like corpsmen, and they're just sticking them in you.
Well, they use that.
And then you get like a what's called a peanut butter shot.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, does that suck? And they shoot you right in the ass. To let you know who the fuck is boss. And they shoot this fucking like gel or something. I don't know what the fuck it is. Like it's kind of like the consistency of peanut butter. Which is why they call it a peanut butter shot. And it fucking hurts. And it just fucking sits there. Like right on your bum.
Peanut butter.
Like
lump on your
right
ass.
between like the layers and everything. It just sucks, dude. But yeah, and then they fucking tell you what they're injecting you with too. Like, oh, this is anthrax. Fuck you.
You piece of shit.
Yeah.
Ah, great.
Yeah, this is fucking anthrax, recruit. Yeah. but yeah, I mean it's for your own good. Like
Yeah.
I mean
No.
honestly, I mean why else would they do it?
No.
I mean you're immunized as a kid and you have the benefit of, not getting sick with these diseases and everything, and then you grow up and you have your rights,
I
and
agree.
you
I
choose
agree.
to be a dick about your rights,
Well-
and you go to town hall meetings about your fucking rights, and you fucking spread your rights all over the fucking place, against other people's wills,
and I gotta say, like, I know nobody cares what the fuck I got to say, but for these reasons exactly, I wanted to start studying science. So
yeah,
I started going to school for science,
Mm-hmm.
and man, it's pretty clear, dude. Vaccines work.
Yeah.
You know?
What?
Yeah. Climate
know,
change
dude.
is a real thing. You know?
What?
And it's funny that the people that are the most blowhard, like anti that, probably never even went to college or graduated high school. You know, it's like, and I don't want to make a blanket statement over that because
there's
I'm
plenty of
sure
people
there's,
who betray their educations.
you know, no, but I mean, you know, but I don't want to like talk shit. You know what I mean? But it does seem like that way. You know what I mean? You know, it's like. Yeah.
But then again, it's for your own benefit, you asshole. It's for your own good. It's for your own good.
I mean,
It's
scientists.
good for you.
Most scientists that I know that are doing good things, personally, I know
Whatever,
these
Pinko.
people.
Listen,
I
I
know
could have
these
walked off
people.
polio. All right.
But they're like scientists go, like people that go to be scientists are not shitty people.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that's a blanket
But
statement I'm not ready to make.
I'm sure that there are some that can be bought for sure.
Oh, not
Sure.
even that. I mean, dude, the guy
For sure.
The guy
For sure.
who
But
did
most of most of the scientists that go into worldwide
I'd say
are
like,
going into it because they're like me. Like I just want to know the truth. I don't want to know. You know what I mean?
Listen, there were a lot of scientists in the Nazi Party.
Well, and they didn't agree, dude, and they didn't agree with the
conventional science.
Well, no, the scientists in the Nazi Party didn't necessarily agree with the politics, but they were getting funding to do science.
Yeah.
And human
You know what I
guinea
mean?
pigs, which you almost never get.
But
Yeah, I forgot about those guys.
I mean, there's
Never forget.
definitely but that has been throughout science. We wouldn't know what we knew. I know it's unfortunate, dude. I know it's unfortunate,
Look at you,
but
Mr.
we wouldn't know.
Mr.
I mean,
Ends
it's
justify the means.
It's a justified evil sometimes, man.
Look at you, you son of a bitch.
But nowadays, you don't have to do that.
No.
You know what I mean? Because
What
we already
happened?
learned that because
Yeah,
people
'cause we
were
already did.
shitty back in
Yeah.
the day. You
And
know
then
what
we
I mean?
also figured out that for real awful stuff, like, you know, our closest living relative is a pretty good substitute. People always think it's chimps. It's not chimps. It's bonobos. Bonobos are a really good proxy for humans in the lab.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you know,
And they like to fuck.
bonobos are assholes. They like to fuck and murder each other. And I mean,
It's
there's
like they love like fucking their mother. They'll fuck their mother.
our closest living relative. Remember that.
Wow.
They're a bunch of marauding motherfucking rapists. You know what I mean? Like, so when you tell me about the core goodness of humanity, I'm like,
So no, but we know the difference, and that's the thing. A bonobo doesn't know the difference.
Are you sure,
We
dude?
know the difference between good and bad.
yeah,
we do.
You know, they're pretty smart, man.
No, and
Yeah,
and
bonobos
then
are
that's
like-
what separates us
Bonobos are
from
like,
them.
Bonobos.
Bonobos are like,
Absolutely,
sup, mom? Oh, yeah.
absolutely. We know the difference, and if we want to ignore the difference, then you are basically agreeing that you are a lesser life form.
I don't believe that there are lesser life forms.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, God damn it. All right, fine. It's very hard being contrarian the entire show, sir.
Yeah.
Especially since, like, this is... What time is it? Is this the 5th hour of me doing this?
This is probably the fourth.
The fourth.
The fourth
We're
hour.
past the 4th hour, Jack. It's 12:30. We're into the 5th hour. You son of a bitch.
Hey, I paid you, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
I paid
listen.
you, motherfucker.
Listen.
Paid you,
It's
bonobo.
it's my right as an American businessman to rip you off. Hey, listen. If my personal hero, Donald Trump, can get that guy to leave him a bunch of pianos and then not pay for them, I'm good. I'm sorry. You'd have to do your own research on that. He's ripped off a bunch of guys, but that's fine. It's America. It's business.
Yeah, it's cool. because we let it happen. So,
And
as a reality TV star
and also,
president,
unlike some people, listen, when the president does the right thing, I applaud him. But
So-
also, I want to point out that a broken clock is right twice a day. And every so often, the sun will shine on a dog's asshole.
What every once in a while a blind squirrel gets a nut.
Oh, I forgot that one. That's a good one. I like that one.
You know,
You know what? We should probably try to steer back to Cleveland.
yeah.
So yeah, actually, what I wanted to say was going back to the restaurants opening up, man.
There we go. That was like 45 minutes ago. Wow.
yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be a lucrative business
Nope.
for a long time.
No.
And I think a lot of businesses will change for sure.
Well, they have to. I mean, look, regardless of, however you feel, and I know a lot of these guys are like, man, that COVID-19 can suck my dick because I'm American. I'm going to be fine. And that's, you know what, dude? That's great. Stay the fuck away from me. Thanks.
Right.
There's going to be a new normal. I mean, nothing, you can bitch and moan all you want. You can talk about your freedoms and I won't wear a mask in the store. Listen, dude, you can already demand what you want out of your patrons. I can't go into a store with no shirt on, and like I fucking would, let's be honest. But
Why,
yeah,
you wouldn't go shirtless in a store?
no, you. I'm not that guy. Not that guy. Like, I know that guy.
You wouldn't go into a store with no shoes?
No.
No?
No. Have you looked at the floor at a Walmart?
So are you trying to plead the case for like the mask thing? Is
I'm
that
not pleading
Yeah,
a case.
yeah.
I'm not
It's
pleading
like
any
what
case.
what is the big deal?
No.
Wear a fucking mask, asshole.
And here's the
like
thing, dude.
I don't get it. Like
I'm not pleading shit.
it's like honestly, I
Like-
think stores should just get to the point of just like
You
you
know-
can't come in here unless you have a mask.
Well,
on.
and no, they
You know what I
tried
mean?
that,
Like-
and they fucking killed
For
a couple
how
guys.
long, though?
A couple guys have been killed. Who knows, dude? You know what I mean? In Japan, it's pretty regular. You get into a cab, your cab driver is always wearing an N95 mask.
Well, I
and
mean,
it's
I
been that way
was
since
just
the
in
80s.
Japan, like, less than a year ago.
Right? Were you
And
in a
it's
taxi?
not like that.
Were you in a cab? You don't take taxis.
It was not like that.
I'm telling you, it's a pretty standard issue, man.
It wasn't standard then.
It's pretty standard.
well, I would
I'm
argue
sorry.
it probably is now.
And now, yeah.
You know?
I
Well,
mean,
I'm
like,
sure it's
yeah.
it is
Like,
not.
what I'm saying is, hey,
But he was trying to plead the case that
It's what I'm saying is, it's
it
built-
has always been that anyway.
No, not always, but it's built into the culture. Because you got to remember, like, when we've been really lucky, like when something breaks out, usually it doesn't get to us, but it always makes it to Asia. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I mean, they have a lot of people there, dude. That's what it is. I mean, they have a
it's
lot
population
of
density.
It's
like,
and
off the
dude, you
charts.
could
we're pretty spread out.
and
here,
that's
man.
another scientifical thing. Like
Scientifical.
And that's the thing.
Scientifical.
He's
That's
using
the
his
word.
brainy.
I just created that word.
He's using his brain crystals.
So, but that's another scientific thing. It's-
smoked his brain crystals.
It's a statistical thing. It does happen, and I'll tell you what.
Okay, what I'm saying is, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that like every cabbie wears a respirator, but it's not unusual. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not. Especially during like flu season and shit. Like, it's not a weird thing. Here it's a weird thing, you know what I mean? Like, no one will look askance at you there for wearing one, is what I'm trying to say.
Well,
it's not, I mean, it's actually built into the popular culture,
Yeah, like it's kind of like paying for gas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before you pump it. Because I worked at a gas station and like
Yeah, remember
one of
that,
my
dude?
first jobs ever. And it was right around this time. This was in the 90s. And people had a huge effing problem with having to pay for their gas first
Yeah.
and then pump. And people gave me shit to the point of like they threw their credit cards at me. They verbally abused me. Okay. just because I asked, just because it wasn't even me making them, but you have to pay for your gas first. And I would tell them, like, at the time I worked at the BP on 150th and I-71. It's like, you can murder me and rob me and just take off on the highway.
I mean, prepaying for gas ain't gonna stop that.
You know what I mean? Like why don't you want to just pay for your gas first? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck?
And don't get me wrong, at the time, that was a seismic change. But
Yeah.
that's the thing about seismic changes. People adjust. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. We don't even think twice about paying.
Like, you think if this kind of thing goes on for a couple of years, you're going to give a rat's ass about putting on your mask? You
No,
won't
nobody's going to care.
You know what I mean? Unless you're
I
a
don't
giant
know,
asshole.
dude.
I mean, again,
I do think things are
Because here's the-
going to
yeah,
change
yeah.
because I think people are going to realize that,
Absolutely.
hey, we were able to run this business this way, and we actually didn't have to pay travel costs, this and that, whatever.
Oh, no,
you know what I
dude.
mean? Like, it's going to change.
Office space is going to get real cheap real soon.
Oh yeah.
You know?
That's really, that's a business that if you're in it,
Right. No, dude, I
Yeah.
think people are going to realize, hey, but I have talked to, guests that I've, interacted with, and I was like, can't you just do like a video call or something? And in the past, they've said, no, it's always better to be in person to sell a deal, whatever. Well, now I wonder if they realize that, no, you don't have to.
No, you don't
you
have
don't
to.
have to.
It's called technology now.
I mean, unless selling the deal means
Right.
S-ing the D, and
Right.
we just don't know. No, you're good. And even that apparently is happening on the internet.
which
now,
is
too.
Right.
which makes the case that a lot of these people are going to scream, "That's socialism." Supplementing income because everything's going to be more automated.
Yeah, I mean,
we're moving
So there's
towards the
less
future,
use for physical labor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
absolutely.
been going that way.
It's been going that way,
for
and it's going to be,
sure.
and honestly,
Well, dude,
there's just going to be
people
less
have
jobs.
predicted. People have predicted this for over 200 years.
Sure.
Yes.
They've predicted this outcome, and hey, we might not need physical labor,
Yeah.
but we're going to have all these people.
We shouldn't want to.
Yeah.
And this is the problem, dude. So what? You become an artist? Well, only the very lucky few ever really make a living that way.
Well, I mean,
Like 1/10 of 1% of artists are making a living, really.
Sure.
right.
Let's be honest. Whether you're a musician or a painter or
Yeah.
you arrange your pre-com
And that's
on canvas.
almost what is going. You can't automate art.
Sure you can.
Well, you can,
Wait for
but
it. Wait
it's
for it.
not going to be.
Wait for it.
Well, okay, so you're talking artificial intelligence.
The soul is a construct. Wait for it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, religious tards. Also, edit that out. Thanks.
Religious arts.
Also, you might want to edit that out. Thanks.
Yeah.
I would really appreciate that because, listen, I don't have any tightly held beliefs, so I don't feel like getting crucified. Danke.
Yeah. Excuse the pun.
Oh, Lord.
So, Steve, how you feeling?
Feeling great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
better than usual. Or what do you think?
Yeah. How are you feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too.
Here we are, Cleveland, Ohio, man. Dude, but I'll tell you what, just before this happened, I was working in a place and dude, I had so many people just visiting Cleveland. It wasn't just, business people, but it was legit people just, hey, we're coming to check out Cleveland because, it seems cool.
Well, yeah, because they live in the massive expanse of nowhere that is America.
So it's generally, where I work, there's people, it's like they have money.
Okay, he's trying to hide it. Listen, he's a DJ at the Brass Pole in Elyria. If you want to
I don't even know
know.
what that
Brass
is.
pole.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and Google that.
It's named after like the attraction,
Right.
the brass pole.
Yeah, you know.
No,
it's-
but seriously, like I definitely saw like people visiting Cleveland. It's like, we've been everywhere else. Let's check out this little town.
I mean, dude,
and dude, it's been happening more and more.
Sure.
And
I don't know.
dude, and they love it.
Well, also, you're at the place where you would run into them. It's like, it's like, say you were the front desk guy at and you're gonna laugh your ass off, the USA Suites in Fargo, North Dakota, because that's the finest hotel in Fargo, North Dakota.
USA Suites.
Yes, in Fargo, North Dakota.
USA Suites.
USA Suites.
Oh
Hey,
man, that
you
has
know
a
what?
magical.
They have.
That has a magical fucking ring to it.
They have a hellacious breakfast spread. I'm telling you,
Right.
and they got a slide in the pool. I like that. It's nice. Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing. When you've gone everywhere, you start doing dumb shit. Like, for instance, having your friend talk you into posing by the wood chipper from Fargo. Yeah. Somewhere on the internet, there's me like this.
This wood chipper had a body in it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Fargo.
But yeah, no, I mean, yeah. I mean, dude, you're talking to a human being that's been to the House on the Rock, in Wisconsin. Like, you know what I mean? Like I've seen the world's biggest ball of yarn, and I got to tell you, it wasn't as big as I kind of hoped it would be.
Really?
That's
You're gonna
what she
complain?
said.
You're gonna complain about the biggest ball of yarn?
Yeah, yes, I am.
Oh, you think you can do better, you asshole?
Probably not, no.
No?
No. That would require effort, and I'm not willing to make it. I mean, come on. Stop.
The biggest ball of yarn. Come on, man.
Yeah, so of course people would go to the place of the Rock Hall. I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would have been here already if I hadn't been here. You know what I mean? I hope that makes some... Like, if I didn't live here, I would have probably visited already, but it's because I'm the type of guy to visit things.
I don't know, like, this is gonna sound dumb, but for me, Cleveland's a nice place to live,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't really, like, look at it as, like, a tourist, like, attraction.
So
You know what I mean?
It's
a place. It's a great place to live. Though. You know what I mean? Like, like we're like, okay, like for example, I've never been to Las Vegas. And I'm really,
You're not missing anything.
I really, everybody who tells me about it tells me that I'd probably hate it. But
I mean, it was fun to be had.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
not my favorite, but
But you wouldn't live there, would you?
no,
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't fucking live there.
it's too much
Yeah.
brown.
Too much what?
Excuse me?
Oh, okay. No, I meant landscape. I mean, if we're talking that, there's too many white people.
Man, this
honestly.
shit writes itself, guys. This shit writes itself.
I know, man. It's just
I meant landscape. It's just evenly brown.
welcome to the Laugh Factory.
Crap. No, dude.
I
trust
need
me.
whoever's watching us to go ahead and pull that audio.
Yeah, no,
and
I know.
Clip
You
it
can-
together
you
for
can-
me for later
You
use.
know
You can clip that.
Yeah, the audio that we actually have.
Yeah. Unlike the 3 hours of work we already did that
Right.
somebody didn't record.
And it's there, and I'm gonna put it out. And I'm not ashamed because I didn't mean that. I meant the landscape. There's no green trees and
No, I know,
flowers
no,
and
yeah,
stuff like that. You know what I mean?
We know what you mean.
Yeah,
we know what you mean.
and it's like, dude, it's I don't know, man.
Yeah, dude. And the thing
I
is, like,
do enjoy it though. I do
I
enjoy.
don't. I think it's because I don't enjoy gambling. It just stresses me out, man.
I'm not a gambler.
Like it's just like my money's.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
casino to me it just seems like it would be a drag.
You know what I mean? And then they're like.
I mean, it could be fun. You know, if I always say
I guess
I'm going to put like a couple $100 in, and that's it. Blah 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 blah. If I go to Vegas,
Yeah.
it's like I'm gonna blow this much. If I blow it, I'm done. I just expect to lose it, right?
Yeah.
If I happen to win, that's cool. Whatever. But yeah, I'm not a gambler, dude. I really don't care for that. But I do like Vegas. It's fun because they're like the architecture all around in the casinos and stuff. It's like, dude, it's fun, man.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah, absolutely.
I
always think of
It's fun to just walk around.
mafioso types.
Well, that's.
When I
I mean,
think
that was
of-
like the '60s and '50s,
Yeah.
man. It's not like that.
No,
anymore.
even more so.
thumbs.
No, hardly.
Dude.
What, the mob? The mob doesn't run Vegas anymore. Stop.
No. Politicians run it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the mob doesn't exist anymore, man.
No.
It's done. But
Nobody's getting their thumbs cut off. I don't know why that would happen. I just find it so funny. That somebody would break your thumbs.
If there are any fine Italian American businessmen that might feel some kind of way about what those guys said, I again want to say, I was just walking down the street, offered me $40. I'm just down here doing a thing, and I want to thank you guys for taking care of your neighborhoods. Cheers.
I was just saying that I just think that's funny.
It's
I
funny.
think it's funny. Somebody would lose their thumbs gambling.
so this is the big question on where would you go?
What do you mean?
Like what restaurant would you support first?
The ones I'm supporting now, because the ones I'm
What is
supporting-
that? What is that?
Well, you know what? Hatfield's Good Grub. Cam's Corner. They do some great work. They're wonderful people.
Yeah.
They're still doing takeout right now. Well, not right. I don't know what time it is. You're gonna be watching this, but I would, hit them up. I mean, and the ownership team there is number one. I think. You know what? The last thing we did. It's not food, but hey, if you like comic books, Carol and John's Comics, Cam's Corner, they mean a lot to me. They do great stuff. They're providing a very safe experience right now. Help them out. Because I'm not going to sit at a restaurant anytime soon,
I don't think there's too many people that are in.
I think there's going to be an initial rush of people, which is going to lead to an initial spike, which is going to tamp things down pretty quickly.
There's going to be, because restaurants are going to adhere to like the minimal amount of people that you can get in there.
Sure.
And it's like, they're going to do the math and they're going to go,
Well, they've already said that it's going to be half of the fire code.
Yeah. And it just seems like that's not worth it to run a business.
It depends on what your markup is and
Right.
where the restaurant's located and how much you give a fuck about the rules.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, dude, you're not going to hire back a full staff just
No,
because.
you're not.
No.
Dude.
Well, that you will, because you don't want to pay unemployment, and then you're just going to really reduce the
Well,
hours.
you're going to pay unemployment anyway. That's already included. I mean, you're going to do that,
Well, it's interesting. I don't know. We're going to see what happens, man.
Yeah. It's.
I'm really curious about, how shitty the shit's going to get. How stank that shit's going to get. Because it's going to get pretty stinky. Bruh.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. I mean,
I don't know, man. If they would have just suspended rents and mortgages like we...
That's
Yeah,
socialism,
but-
Steve. Socialism!
But
It's an emergency. It's an emergency. How can you sit there and say that, that's communism or socialism or blah, 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 blah. It's an emergency. Like, this is for like 4 to 6 months, you asshole.
Well, and that's
what the fuck?
And that's what I'm saying, dude. It's like there are a lot of people out there that I know bartenders, and that's all they knew how to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, 'cause it's so hard.
and well,
whatever.
I'm just saying,
A skill's a skill.
but
like,
whatever, dude. Like,
I'm kidding. I love my
but
bartenders.
they're making money supporting the kids,
Yeah.
and now they can't, dude.
Yeah.
And dude, that's fucking
And I mean-
shitty, dude.
And they used to be-
in
and they-
what, the greatest country ever? You got people in
But
that situation.
That's the thing, dude.
That's fucked
Look,
up, dude.
In the history of mankind, industries end like that. Like that. You know, one day you're the busiest Wainwright in town. The next day,
Which is all the more reason why they should suspend rents and mortgages.
also, if you don't know
For
what a
that-
Wainwright
for that-
is, they
for
make
that.
wagon wheels.
For just 4 to 6 months, or until we can find a vaccine.
Sure.
You know, like
But I mean,
they're working on it. They're doing the best they can. They're
already doing human testing.
They're already doing
the one
like
at Stanford
trials
looks
and
really
everything.
promising.
Yeah, all this looks great. But just do your part and suspend mortgages, suspend rents, just give people a chance to actually survive.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Look at me. Look at me, America. Your wealth is wholly imagined. We can just imagine that we're not doing anything for a couple months. I'm just saying.
I mean,
since we're already playing pretend.
I mean, can you not just bank for 4 to 6 months? I mean, really, what is it for you? It would be like nothing.
Yeah.
You know, it would be nothing.
Well, that's the thing. We owe a bunch of imagined wealth to China and to the Social Security
it's
Trust
not
Fund.
even, dude. It's not even.
It doesn't even.
It's not even that much to China. It's most of
To the
what
Social
we
Security Trust
owe.
Fund. Yeah.
Most of what this country owes is to this country.
Yes.
To the Social Security Tax Fund.
That's right.
No,
Yeah.
the corporations, the banks that loan the money to the government. You know, that's what China is
you know, it
small
works.
Yeah, yeah.
potatoes,
You know that it
man.
works the other way around, right? You understand that those corporations only exist because of money we fucking loaned them.
Well, right.
Yeah.
But they don't have to pay taxes.
America. Fuck yeah. Hey, listen,
Right.
I love this country. I love the people.
I love where I live. I love the people that I'm around. I love traveling around and everyone I see. And even when I go to other countries, I still meet awesome people.
Yeah.
It's not like they're shitty people.
And I mean, dickbags
Yeah.
everywhere I go
They're,
to. Don't get me
people are
wrong.
people. People are people.
Yeah.
Like, seriously,
Yeah.
people
People strange
are people.
when
Yeah.
you're a stranger.
No, I mean, and no matter where you go, those people either love or hate their government. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same anywhere you go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you get these right wingers that love the government, or you get these left wingers that always question the government. You know what I mean? It's in every country.
Well, to
It's
be
in
fair,
every country.
the right wingers question the government when there's a left wing government. It's fun.
Well, I mean,
When is it? When
I don't know.
When
the
has
first,
there ever been a left wing government?
government in the
first-
United
the first 2 years of Barack Obama's
No,
administration?
I disagree.
They got flushed right out.
Yeah,
I
Barack
mean,
Obama
leftists
was
for
the
American.
best right wing government we ever had.
Well, Barack Obama was a centrist.
Dude,
Like, look,
Barack Obama catered to
I mean, dude,
prescription drug companies.
here's what nobody wants to admit. Barack Obama sat to the right of fucking Ronald Reagan.
Insurance.
In every real way, he was to the right of Reagan, except on abortion.
I think they were a lot the same, dude.
Except on abortion, dude. That is the only way.
And
Well, you know.
Clinton. Clinton, Bush, Reagan, they all cater to the same big money people, dude.
That's
all
weird.
of
Yeah,
them.
all of them.
All of
Same.
them did. All of them did.
I wonder if it's because it costs billions of dollars
And
to run
even
a
now,
campaign.
even Trump caters to them.
Trump
And
totally
he was
cares
supposed
them.
and he was supposed to be
Drain the
drain the swamp. You know, no.
kidding me?
Even he caters to them. They're all fucking bullshit.
And this
dude.
fat ass threw on a Speedo and jumped right in. Woo!
Oh, yeah, man.
This is nice.
Yeah, he took 2 dicks at the same time.
Oh, man. Wall of dicks. He was like the John Bonham of rich dick sucking.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man. I'm going to get crucified.
Captain Shake Weights.
Some of these mega guys are going to get real upset.
I don't give a
Jesus.
fuck. Fuck them.
No, there's going to be some red hat, white letter guys. You know, they go, oh, these.
I don't
And
know.
I love how they're more snowflakes than the snowflakes they talk about snowflakes being.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like these MAGA people are so they're such whiny bitches. I'm not saying the left doesn't have whiny bitches either.
I don't know who cares about all this stuff. What about just people? Just give a shit about regular folks.
I agree.
Just give a shit about regular folks. I don't give a shit what kind of hat you wear or what. I'm right, I'm left.
Right.
Go fuck yourself.
Red and blue.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
yeah.
There are
Just
little
give a
sorts
shit
of-
about. Just give a shit about the average Joe bag of donuts like
Right.
that.
Joel Bag of Donuts.
Yeah, like that.
That guy was a racist.
I agree.
Whatever. Like I don't. Why do we have to hold regular people to like these fucking like standards and shit? It's always like oh, for $19 a month you can go fuck yourself, and like I get sick and tired of this shit. Like, oh, we gotta have a 5K for cut a check, asshole. You know,
Right.
quit asking us for shit.
Right.
You know,
right,
I'm
right.
sick of it. I'm sick of it. Quit asking like regular fucking. Why do it's always regular people have to bail out everybody? I'm
That's
sick
not
of
even-
it.
And it's
Well,
not
that's-
even.
You know, like
That's America.
I know.
That's capitalism. Hey,
yeah.
let's get the people
With the least
that
to give.
think they have money to pay for the you know. And
Yeah.
it's like what? It's all bullshit.
Nobody,
dude.
no, and nobody in this, barely anybody in this country has savings. So nobody thinks they have money. You know.
But it's like the people that do have savings. It's like they have a couple $100,000, and they think that they're like the rich people,
Good for them.
but they're not.
They're
I know
not.
they're not, but it's good. It's nice to fucking feel good. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Also,
right.
what restaurant would you go to if it opened back up? You didn't say.
Oh,
Yeah.
so the first one that comes to mind. So I have two. I'd say Noble Beast and LBM. Yeah, for sure.
I know how you're gonna like just shit all over that.
You know what? Because I know that good people work at these places. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the fuck up. All right. So Steve, where do you want to? You know.
Where do I?
Yeah.
Where would I go?
In a perfect world where you would actually go sit down at a restaurant, because let's be honest, I'm not doing any
Like
of that.
because they found a vaccine
Yeah.
and everybody did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, assuming
and they
that.
flattened the curve, and everybody was really in all this. We're in all this together.
We're linking
guys.
arms.
All together, guys. Okay. I like that El Rinconcito Chapin restaurant.
Oh, that place is fucking
right on
great.
Broadview Road. It's a Guatemalan restaurant, and they have like these empanadas that are made out of corn masa,
Are they still open right now?
and they got shredded beef
might be.
inside.
Are they
I think
open
they're,
for,
I think they're
to-go?
doing for to go. They might be open. They might be open.
Let's go there right now.
Well, we can't go right
Because
now.
it's 12:59 a.m. Vincent.
But they got the empanadas made out of corn masa, and they got shredded beef inside of them, and they're just the people are great. You know, they're not professional. You know, they're just regular people serving you, and like, it's great, man. It's charming, and
Also-
like, I love it.
Yeah, it's really nice. Today I stopped at
Well,
a
it's like the La Plaza.
Sort of, yeah. It's different.
Yeah.
It's a different thing, though.
It's a totally different,
different
thing.
experience.
It's a totally different thing.
like,
totally different kind of food. But
La Plaza has that local
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
family
Everything's
feel,
sort of different, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Like today, I went to Las Villas on West 41st.
Yeah, that place is great.
We got some, rellenos de papa.
Yeah.
And it's weird though, because it's a different sort of, the clientele is different. So as soon as you walk up to the door, there's a sign, sin máscara, scram, no mask, get the fuck out. Because, the thing about, a lot of brown people kind of understand, it's a simple thing. Your freedom kind of stops where my business begins.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's
like
up.
you're walking into my business.
Welcome to America.
Yeah, welcome to my business.
Yeah, that's right.
These guys are, like, what about my rights? Well, motherfucker.
What about my family? What about my family business? My family and my clientele
Yeah,
and the
but,
people that depend on me to
I was
perpetuate our
amazed.
culture.
I was amazed at how well they, they're sticking to all that. Place was fucking immaculate. New glass sheeting. Everybody wearing a mask. The girls were still fantastic. The food still amazing. And, it was weird, man. Like, I was like, wow.
What place is this?
Las Villas on
41st.
41st,
yeah.
Yeah,
41st Street. 41st Street, just before you hit Clark.
Yeah, 3126 West 41st.
Yeah.
Or 3216, sorry.
Nice.
3216.
Yeah. Because they got a bigger spot now. It's really nice.
Oh, yeah. It really...
I was super stoked today, dude. Like, I was like, holy shit, this is...
Yeah, it kind of makes your day. When
made my
something
fucking
like that
day,
happens.
dude. I'm like, yeah. They figured out how to keep it fucking moving. And, what they figured out is, holy shit is changing, and we have to change with it, or we're fucked. Because you're either in front of the 8 ball or you're fucking behind it, Jack.
Yeah.
Your call.
The only way is through. Got to move forward, not backwards.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I look, I feel things. Like, I have friends who, are really into tattooing, and they can't wait for those places to open back up. And I feel like, while there might be an initial rush, you know what I mean? Save that fucking money, Jack.
Yeah. Yeah. I really think that, this isn't, this is the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that. This is
look,
just the start.
And, to be really fair, some of us might not be here to see what the other end looks like.
Yeah.
So.
It's, this is the beginning. This is, everybody better get ready.
Yeah.
As the times they are a change.
Yeah, and if we're all in this together and it's not just a bunch of bullshit,
right?
Then let's, do that.
Yeah, whew. Well, here we are. I think so. We've done this realistically for like 6 hours now. It's like a full-time job. Anyone that wants to say, hey, these guys aren't working.
And just like a real full-time job, I was sorely underpaid. So, America. No, listen, just in case I don't see you guys on the other side of this, you guys watching this, I fucking love this town. Thanks.
Well, I'm going to feel really comfortable, like, if you die recently, like, I'm going to, like, show that and put that out there. It's going to look awesome. It's gonna
That's why I did it.
Just for your podcast, man. Yeah.
Oh, don't get me wrong. It's also going to make me look like a fucking saint. I'll be dead and I won't get to enjoy it, but you know what? I'm pretty petty.
What about, all right, speaking of Cleveland, I just saw something about Jim Kanya. And dude, think about that. You've met the guy. I'm sure you
Fucking
have.
terrific guy.
Absolutely.
I've never
Everybody
met him.
has. You never met Jim Kanye?
I never met
Steve's not in the
Jim
metal.
Kanye.
Whoa.
I never met him. I
Steve's
never
not
met
in
him.
the
I've
metal.
heard so many wonderful things about him.
Oh, dude.
I never met him.
Oh, he would. So at Rock and Roll City Studios,
We have his room,
Yeah.
right? I think we have his
the room that Battle for West Park plays in was Jim Kanye's room.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's why it's so rock and roll.
but I
in there.
remember that, and I remember going to see him, but he would come into our room, give us like free like 7-inch records, he's like, yeah, listen to this, man. And he like sell it, and he was awesome. Going to his shows, he made you feel like you were his best friend.
Yeah.
Even if he barely knew you, you know what I mean?
No, dude,
Yeah.
yeah. And I mean,
And dude, no, Jim Kanye, greatest guy ever. But I saw something, and in a major publication, they were talking about him, and I guess it's his birthday recently or whatever. But man, what a fucking, that dude's a Cleveland hero, man.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, the guy I bought fucking 7 inches off him that I could never play. I didn't own a record player until like the last like 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck those records are. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
in a box in my mom's attic somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it just made you want to support the things he.
Even though,
Yeah.
and he would, he was a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and he loved to like
All right.
piss people off,
Mm.
piss Browns fans off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
it's-
loved
it's-
that.
Yeah.
He
it's
loved
funny.
that shit. Yeah. And dude, it was, man, dude's fucking amazing.
Cleveland.
Yeah. There you go.
We have his
Jim
room.
Kanye. We are currently practicing, and well,
Currently, we'll get back to it.
Currently.
He is. He goes every fucking
Currently.
day.
Yeah.
He goes every day.
Jim Kanye, I practice in that room every single day. I bust my ass in
yeah,
that
day.
room, and now that I know more about you, I'm proud of that fact.
oh yeah, Jim Kanye, man,
Yeah.
give it up to that guy, and let's end on that because,
Yeah.
dude, yeah, whatever, man, Jim Kanye,
Jim Kanye.
that's it.
Fucking Cleveland Rocks.